You all stand with me, join the pledge of allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Today is Tuesday, April 4th, 2023, 6 p.m. Meeting of the Greensburg Water Board is called to order. At this time, please silence all electronic devices. To comply with Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the city requests that participants in this meeting complete a voluntary anonymous survey that's available on the table in the back of the room. We have a roll call, please.
Patrick Kennedy.
Here.
Frank Massey.
Here.
Robin Meyer.
Here.
Tony Higginbotham.
Here.
Ryan Maddox.
Here. Very well, thank you. All right, next thing on the agenda is approval of minutes. Everyone got a copy of the minutes, I assume? Anyone have any questions, corrections? Mr. Massey, they all good?
All good.
All right, approved. Jacksonville, stand approved. Old business, no old business on the agenda to come forth. New business. Rick, come on up.
Good evening, board.
Good evening.
This might be the longest part of the meeting.
Okay, that's okay.
I got my employee recognition today is Aaron Schwindeman. Aaron was born and raised right here in Greensburg, Indiana. He attended Greensburg Community High School, graduating in 2005. Aaron first came to the water plant in the summer of 2005 as summer help, returning in 2006 at the same capacity. And again, he came back yet again in 2007 as summer help, and at that time we knew we were probably stuck with him sooner or later. Aaron came back in 2011, starting his full-time career as the swing shift operator, in which he holds that position currently. As of right now, he holds the record for the longest serving swing shift operator. Although we have had openings in his tenure as either full-time outside or full-time operator, he elects to stay the swing shift guy. Aaron has always made himself available, either be at midnight on a main break or 4th of July needing a plant operator. That's happened. Remember that? Aaron has been cross-trained to do anything on the distribution side to fully operate in the water treatment plant. Excuse me. Aaron currently holds an Indiana Department of Environmental Management DSL and is currently studying to acquire his WT5 and WT3 operator's license. Aaron and his wife Shauna have a dog, Reggie, and a daughter, Hadley, who will be turning 1 in just a few weeks. Aaron enjoys spending time with his family, sports, a little more sports, and attending the YMCA. We are extremely lucky to have Aaron as a team member, and I'd like to thank him for all he does. He's definitely an asset.
Well spoken, Rick. Aaron, I got to put you on the spot and ask you a few things if you don't mind. Are you shy?
We'll get through it.
Okay, very good. So, summer help, 3 years. You got roped into staying?
And I don't know what I was thinking, but we stuck it out.
Okay, I only did 2 years summer help.
Yeah,
So.
I did too.
Do too? We were good enough, Darren. Very good, very good. Tell me, what's the swing shift?
So pretty much just kind of what he mentioned, working in the lab and covering vacations or sick time in there, and then working mostly outside crew, 7 to 4, Monday to Friday.
So you're jumping all around, all different shifts, all
Yeah.
different everything, huh?
Yep.
And you enjoy that?
Yeah.
All right.
The
Very
new
good.
plant made it, interesting to learn that side of things more.
Sure. Tell us what you like about the new plant. Tell Darren what you like about it.
I mean, as one of the younger ones still there, I guess, more of the technology side of things, more of the, everything being more of an automatic type deal than a manual thing. I like that part of it.
And your favorite part about working with Rick?
That's a short list.
None?
No, I mean, everybody gets along so well. I mean, it makes it easy, so everybody's friends outside of work, so that's a huge plus.
Okay, very good. Well, we appreciate all you do, the whole board does, the city does, and Rick mentioned working, coming in, I guess getting called on 4th of July without being expected to. That's pretty admirable, and sounds like you did that willingly, so we appreciate that as well. Now, I grew up in Greensburg, and we had a sheriff named Schwinneman. You related?
That would have been my great uncle Ed.
Okay.
Yep.
I remember him. Remember him? Jim? Brad, you remember him?
Didn't he?
You don't remember him? He was
Wasn't
a
he a
big guy.
clown too? Did he? Did he do
Probably. I think that kind of sounds
I
familiar.
think he did clown.
I don't know, but man, he was a big guy.
Oh yeah, he's tall.
Yeah, they just called him Big Ed.
Yep, getting ginormous bear hugs too. He squeezed the life out of you.
Yeah, great, very good. Well, again, we thank you for all that you do. We appreciate you, appreciate all your hard work and dedication. We hope to see you around for many more years. Very good, thank you. You don't have to stay for the whole meeting if you want, but you're welcome to. I'm thinking we'll be done in 10 minutes. Very good, thank you. Thank you, Rick. All right, Upland Reservoir Signage.
Aaron also serves as the water utilities representative on our newly formed employee insurance committee, which I'm sure is the highlight of his month. But he's doing a great job representing the water utility in that capacity too. So I provided to Rick, which I believe provided to you, a copy of a proposal for some updated signage out at the reservoir. The backstory on this is sort of twofold. One, we have been slowly undertaking for the last 3 years citywide rebranding, which all of you I'm hopeful are familiar with. And part of that is, consistency and making sure that the city's brand is represented in all the places that it should be. I was at an event at High Point, and I was talking to someone, and they asked me, they said, what's the deal with the lake across the street? And I said, they said, who owns that? And I said, well, the city does. And they said, why? And then I explained to them it's the water reservoir. And they were talking about how nice of a campus it was. It's well taken care of. It was clean. And that's an interesting, piece of infrastructure most people don't really pay much attention to. So that kind of got me to looking at what's our branding, for lack of better terms, on that property. I talked to Rick about it a little bit. There is some... we want to be cognizant that it is our water source and that we, keep it fenced and secure. And so we were talking about signage along 421. There is an old wooden sign that is there now. It's in the little tiny image on your sheet. And so I got this put together and sent it to Rick, and I believe you were okay with it being presented. It does match our brand citywide. The styling is done by Green Signs, which has done all of our other stuff. It is it's the same as the adult center. So it'd be that size, that style, the post and concept match the wayfinding signs through town, the parking, the Main Street signs, directional. So it really kind of fits in with that. And my request is that you grant us permission to replace the signs that's out there that is in disrepair and becoming less, the lifespan of it is done, I guess. This will also fit into our current plan to redo the entry signs into the city. Those have not been fully designed yet, but we've lost 2 of those in the last year to the wind. One of them is held together by a couple ratchet straps, I think. So we're making our way through this, and this is just one of them. Happy to answer any questions.
Anyone have any questions?
It is designed a little bit heavier in that it's the wind load and shear out there is higher. They have considered that. I do give them credit. We had 2 of them damaged, over 2 of the wayfinding ones over the winter, and they fixed those at their expense because a couple of the welds failed. So obviously a great local company that we do a lot of work with.
And this is just one sign at this location?
It's one, yes, 2-sided, but yeah, it's just
Gotcha.
one there.
Okay. Very well.
Well, one question I have, and from experience dealing with different companies, have we ever thought of bidding out? Because these prices are usually high.
Yeah, we've talked to others as well. We've worked with them on all of our other branding, and we continue to have good luck with them. Schools use them, other cities use them. It doesn't rise to the level of requiring bids. We also attempt to do business locally when we can, and I think we pay for the quality we get, and then I also think we pay for the service we get afterwards. In fairness, I didn't bid this, but it also doesn't rise to that level.
So I just know in past in business, we've got prices other places, same quality, cheaper.
Yeah,
Just to make that point.
I take
But
it.
I've used them up in Indianapolis quite a bit. I had them come up and rebrand all of our signs. And the customer service, I think, goes a long way. One thing I would ask, if we were looking, not just with this, but remodeling around the city or updating the signs, that they would provide a maintenance package and do the upkeep. Just a suggestion.
Yeah, we don't have that, but they have proposed that at certain times. And it's not like we're doing this sort of in chunks, right? The wayfinding signs were actually done by Main Street, but they meet our branding. The Adult Center board did their own, but they used our branding. It is a city property. We did here, obviously. And so we are starting, for lack of better terms, to your point, get more of those different ones. Good point.
Very good.
Good questions.
Anyone else? Any questions? No? What's your pleasure, board?
I'll make a motion to approve the sign up to the stated cost.
We have a motion on the floor. We have who was that second? Pat? Pat second. All those in favor for the sign from Green Signs, total price $89.28.10, signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you, and appreciate it.
Very good.
I'll notify them, and before the end, I have no other issues.
That's all?
That's it.
Okay.
Very much.
Thank you, Mayor. Rick, anything else other than your report?
Just the hydrant in front of that you see is gone. Schwindeman took it out.
On purpose?
Yes.
Okay.
That was actually located on the old 14-inch river line, so it needed to come out
We
anyway.
didn't hit it with a lawnmower or anything, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. Very good. All right, anything else, Rick?
That's all I have.
Darren, you have anything for us?
Nope.
Ron? No?
Life is good.
All right, if there's nothing else to come before the board, we'll consider ourselves adjourned. Thank you, gentlemen.